Hello, hi everybody. So I am setting up the live here on Facebook and on Instagram, and I'm very excited because today we are going to be talking about our really cool clearance event. And I am just, there we go. Hi, so I'm really excited today because we are doing a clearance event. I have discontinued 30 plus prints and products. And for those of you who are wanting to know what we're up to and what's going on, hello, hello, wave, wave. Such a cute feature on Instagram, waving, hi. If you want to know what's up, if you want to see some of these beautiful prints and kind of get an update on what's going on, you're going to want to be here now. So definitely let everybody know that we're here, and if you are looking for a wrap or a carrier that is beautiful at a great price, I have got that for you. And I'd love to hear, so when I look at my two screens, so for those of you who don't know, I go on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. That's what I'm trying to do. On Facebook, I feel like the lighting looks really intense, and on Instagram, I feel like it doesn't look like enough lighting. So let me know if it's like working for you or if like it like doesn't work, because I want to show that carrier's off in the best light. And I'm getting a little bit of feedback that the internet might not be loading well, so if it's not, I apologize, and we'll try this again. It is stormy out, and I can't see your comments at all on Facebook at the moment. Okay, they're there. All right. So yeah, I'm really excited. Basically, I just pulled a bin of items and we're gonna go through them, and I'm gonna show them off for you and talk to you a little bit about them and talk to you a little bit about what's going on. So for those of you who are on our email list, on our text message list, you got a notification that we have discontinued over 30 prints and products. Believe it or not, we have over 100 different colors of product right now. And if you are listening and saying, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that, that is why we are discontinuing 30 plus different ones, because we want to be able to show off the items that we have better, and teach you more about the differences between them. I know that for a lot of you, you might feel a little bit nervous if this is your first carrier, or if you're looking into trying something a little bit new. And so in order to serve you better, in order to be able to show you different qualities and help you learn how to use them and help you learn the differences between them, we're going to be significantly limiting the colors that we have on hand at any time. So we've got spring and summer colors and fabrics that we are looking to move on so that we can start focusing on the winter collection. So we've got a lot of that kind of stuff in clearance, and it's still a huge range. As you can tell, we are discontinuing certain brands, so at this point we're not going to continue with Integra. So I'll show you off those to you. They're still great quality carriers. They're still really nice. I still really love the concept, but for a variety of reasons, we're not going to be continuing with them for next year. So if you want one of those, you'll want to grab it now. And it's over in clearance for really great prices on those. So let's take a look and we can chat a little bit more about what's coming, because I've got some really fun stuff coming for you too. But this is one of our clearance items. This is a long woven wrap in Sketches of Nature. I'm not sure how many sizes of this I have. I think I have a couple. This is the size 5. And what I want you to know about this one is that it is bamboo charcoal, and I believe this might be undyed. Yes, I think this fabric is undyed. So what that means is the coloring is actually from the charcoal bamboo. It's not added dye. So if you're someone who wants to sort of limit exposure to some of those things, we use our products use either organic dyes or like locally sourced dyes, baby safe dyes. They're not, they're not coming from, strange places or strange processing. They are safe. But if you prefer to limit that as much as possible, this is a great print for you. I love the feathers and the leaves. and I love the pile on this one. It's really soft. It's just got a really nice feel to it, a really nice pile. It's nice and plush. I think this might be 310 GSM, so a little bit on the heavier side, but it's got the nice coolness from the bamboo. It's just a really, really nice one. This is one of my favorite fabrics. So I definitely recommend you give that one a try. So that's Sketches of Nature Pure. And this is, I mean, this is the last of the last. There is no more. I know that we sold a lot of hybrids in this fabric, and then I couldn't get them anymore. They were gone. So this is the last of the last of this fabric. You likely won't ever see that one again. So if you want it, you can grab it. Let's grab another one from our pile. It's over here. And basically, most of these I'm going to show you are wraps and ring slings, and that's just because the ring sling box, ring slings are so much smaller, so like that box was sort of easy to like dump out and only show you the ring slings that are here. We have a lot of ring slings. And then I threw some wraps in the box, but we have them in a variety of styles. So basically the prints that I'm discontinuing them in everything that we have. So Sketches of Nature Pure, I think we only have wraps left, but for this example, for Daydream, we have several different item types, and they are all discontinued as of this point. And I'll talk to you about what that's gonna look like in a second for the future of what we're doing. But here's Symphony Daydream. What I love about this, I mean, I love this sort of like almost watercolor splatter in there. I think it's just really fun. I love, love, love the teal blue that's the backdrop for this. I just think this is perfect. I mean, I come from a musical background. I did a lot of singing and playing violin, and you know, I really love music, and so I always had a lot of musical things. And so this is just really neat. And I love, so this is the different rails. So this one's got a really good example of two different rail colors. So we've got the teal blue at the top, and then we sort of got all the rainbows at the bottom. Really, really nice. I mean, that's just the direction I'm holding it. You could do it the other way. But that's a really nice way to see the differences in the tails. In the rails, excuse me, to help you as you're wrapping. And then here is the reverse. And remember, with wraps and wrap ties, these are totally reversible, okay? So you could do this on this other side, okay? Is that not stunning? I love this. I love this. I love this. Yeah, I would keep this for myself probably if my baby was a little bit smaller. So this is really, really beautiful, and I love this one. So that's Symphony Daydream. Okay, just folding that back up. And what colors do you guys like for winter? What makes you feel like wintry? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you love lots of greens, blues? Do you like a black and white winter theme? Let me know. Okay, so I'm gonna set that one down. Okay, here is one of our Bijous. Now this was my absolute favorite item that I ordered from Bijou. If you're not familiar with Bijou, they were an American company. Becca likes darker, earthy colors. Yeah, definitely. It makes you feel like cozy, right? In the coolness. Yeah, I love that. This was one of my favorites when I ordered from Bijou. And if you're not familiar with them, they were an American-made company. I'm not 100% sure what is going on with them. Actually, they were in the process of selling their brand, and so then the relationship with us ended at that time. But as far as I know, they're not continuing. I could be wrong. As far as I know, they're not. We are not continuing to have them here. These are American made. This is one of their ring slings. I love the color of this. It's like a bright green. It just makes me happy. This color, it just is really, really festive. I feel like in this case on Instagram, it is not looking as clear, but that's the problem. So whenever you see me or anybody else demoing green for you or photos of green, just know that green is like really hard to get true to color. So, but that's kind of what that is. Bijou, these are going to need a wash to soften to their best potential. They're in loose state. The Lennies also need that. I mean, pretty much everything we have needs that, but some feel softer out of the package than others, and I would say Lenny Lamb is probably our softest out of the package. But this is really nice. This is a really, really fun ring sling. Definitely my favorite of what I had from them. Okay. And then here is one of the other Bijou items that we had. A similar sort of swirl design. You'll love this one for the neutrals. I know quite a few of you love neutrals. Some of you are like, oh, not another bold color. So if you're someone who is like, oh, I don't know about all the bold colors all the time, this is a really beautiful one. And so we're looking at the white side right now, but this is actually gray too. Let me see if I can slide this off and show you. Yeah. Again, this is American made. These are not being made any longer. We're really looking at the reverse side. I'm just trying to show you the side without fussing with it too much. So, and this is actually quite a light sort of gray. And in the photos, I think it might look a little bit of a darker gray than it is. But it's, it's like a light to medium gray. You can really see the texture in that. It's got a nice grip. This is a nice beginner wrap. This is a nice, just a nice overall texture, modern texture, nice and just really nice. I know I keep saying that, but this is a good all around sort of wrap, and I think you'll really enjoy that too. And again, when these are gone, these are gone. This was a small batch American company, and they, as far as I know, they're not making those anymore. If someone has other information, let me know. But that's the information that I have. That they are done, at least with the original prints. That was the Canopy Mist. Okay, so now we're back to more of the Lennies that we have. Again, these are all on sale in clearance. If you go to mama-roo.com, MAMA-ROO.com, and you hit clearance, you will see all of them, all the discontinued items that we have. For those of you who are educators or who are no baby wearing educators, we also have the baby wearing dolls listed in there. I wanted to bring those in because I wanted to have an American shipping option for those, for the dolls, but ultimately, I think we determined that we just isn't going to work for our business model to have the dolls all of the time, unfortunately. So they are discounted in clearance. It's a great way to get some for an educational center or for an educator or something like that. They're really nice quality dolls. I really enjoy the ones that I have. So if you know somebody who would be interested in those, let me know. Oh, I thought this was. Is this the ring sling? Might be mismarked. No, the rings are in there somewhere. All right, so so this is Funfair. Okay, I love Funfair. I think this is so much fun, and I feel like, yeah, when I get a little bit closer, you can see just how bold these colors are. Really, really fun. So again, this is in clearance mostly because it's more of a summer feel and look. We want to see kind of the reverse here. So this is really fun because in a ring sling, how this looks, I can back up and show you. So when we have reversible, I'm going to be able to see my face on the computer. I'll get back way up, we can do that. So when we have reversible ring slings, there it is. Hiding. When we have reversible ring slings, the way that the color sort of works, so all of our ring slings are made for a left shoulder as a standard. So this is my left shoulder. What that means is that if it's a pattern that has like an up side, the side coming across here will be up, when this is on your left shoulder. So for example, our dinosaur prints, like any of the Jurassic Parks, the dinos will be up when it's on your left shoulder, and when it's on the reverse, they'll be upside down. So, so with a ring sling, so if I'm doing it like this, and I've got Funfair here, when it goes through the rings, this reverse will be out from the tail. So you can, so you could take this tail and you could swing it around the rings, and you can have it out of the way there. You could also bring the tail back around as a second pass, and I can show you how to do that at some point if you'd like it. Let me know if you'd like a demonstration of that. I haven't done a ring sling demo in a long time, so we could definitely do something like that. But that's sort of how the ring slings look with two sides. With a wrap, you would probably just kind of choose which side you wanted out and start that way. Right, so that's kind of how that reverse works. So the jacquard weaves are almost all reversed. There's a few that are probably a little bit different, but that's the Funfair. So this has a white, sort of the white that runs through the main pattern, and so on the reverse pattern, that's how it'll be. Oh, that's not quite that bad. Okay, so that's Peacock's Tail Funfair again. This is also probably not coming back. It might come back in the summer. I wouldn't count on it, but it might. But I don't think, and these are probably just gone. So so that's something to keep in mind. Love the boldness. If you love bold colors, that's for you. Okay, another beautiful rainbow, but this one for animal lovers. This is one of the prints. So the initial version of Safari is one of the first Lonely Lambs that I was ever introduced to, and I really loved the colors in it. I really loved all of the animals there. Just really nice, really fun. You can kind of see how big the animals are. They're a nice size because this is a wrap, so kind of nice and bold. And I just really loved the colors. I really loved everything about this one. And then when I did, this probably came out just a little bit before my son. I was carrying my son and looking for these, and then they made a second version. So this is Safari 2.0. You can see the differences in the rails there and sort of the rainbow along the side. So sort of that blue down there, and that will be the same for the wrap. So sort of like more of a teal up here and more of a blue down there for the different colors, and you kind of see how that goes through. So that's the reverse, that's the tail the ring sling would look like, and that's the front. So this is super, super soft, by the way. Like sometimes I'm surprised. They're all soft, but some are like really soft, and this is actually pretty soft, and you can kind of see the details in that fabric, how it's woven there too. This is really nice. It almost feels like it's got a lot of the qualities of the Rainbow Baby, but a little bit different here. So there's that. So I'm gonna tuck that aside for now. This is a ring sling I'm demonstrating. Like I said, a lot of this box is ring slings, but that doesn't mean that's all we have. It just, they fit nicely in the box to bring over here to chat with you. So what are we going to be doing? So first of all, I'm getting a winter collection ready for you. I'm going to be launching that very soon. Keep an eye out. Make sure you're on our list, and you'll be the first person to see it. We've got some really beautiful things in that winter collection. I think you're really going to enjoy them. So that's part one of what we're going to be doing in the immediate, launching our winter collection. We are also working on some things to serve you better. This is Rainbow Chevron. Ooh, I love this one. I love this one. Again, you know, if you know me, you know that I really, for me, it's like, well, why have the carrier if you're not willing to sort of go all out? I just love the bold colors. They really make me happy, and I feel like it makes you feel so fancy when you are out and about in one of these bold carriers. I can show you, this is the differences in the rails. So why does the difference in the rails matter? So when you're learning, sometimes people are sort of drawn to some of the more basic prints because they have the stripes and they feel like that'll be easier to follow. And for some people, they do really like that. So I'm not going to say that that's like, you know, not something you can do. But a lot of our prints have both. You know, like they have the rail distinction, so you can tell what it is, and they have gradients throughout the fabric to help you tell where you are too. So it's not like you have to go with a certain style if you don't necessarily like that style. Pick one that you love first, and then you can sort of, if you want the different rails and things, and that's important to you see. So that's the reverse. So the reverse is still very, very bright, and it still like has like a gradient throughout the reverse. So this is a pretty cool print. This is also very, very soft, the rainbow chevron. So these are all in there too. We had a preschool hybrid. I think we've sold out of the preschool hybrid in this, I think. Basically anything that's not continuing, once I see it sold out, we are moving that to the draft. It's not going to be visible on the site anymore. So that's what's happening there. All right, so let's set rainbow chevron down. Another one of my favorites. Really love that one. Okay, Queen of the Night. Only Silence, I should say. Queen of the Night, Only Silence. So this is another really beautiful summer print. It has Luna moths on it. So if you are into etymology and you like that sort of thing, that's really neat. So I don't know if you can see the little moths on there. This is a linen cotton blend. It's very cooling. Like when I take it out, I instantly feel like the cool touch of this, and that's the linen in there. It's got definitely a smoother feel. Not as soft right out of the package. It will soften, with washing and with breaking in. And breaking in just means we're taking it and we're making it better. That's what we do. With fabric. It's meant to sort of break in the fibers over time. The fibers get softer. They settle into the place that they belong. And so these aren't settled yet when they come to you. They need to be sort of packed that way. So just kind of looking to see what details I can talk about here. Definitely smooth. I feel like this one might have, yeah, so the reverse here is more of a white with the gray moths, and it's like I say gray, it's like a almost a very light periwinkle. This is a really nice one, and these Lenny tends to do a version of Queen of the Night periodically, but I don't know that we'll see this version of it again. So this is probably the last of the last fabric for that too. Really nice. You will definitely love this. And we have ring slings and wraps of this. I'm not sure if we have any other style in this print, but they will all be in the clearance section. So that's mama-roo.com, mama-roo.com, and click the clearance. That'll get you there. So what we're going to be announcing within a couple of weeks, we're still getting set up, and the only thing I can tell you about the benefits right now is going to be access to more print colors, but we are going to be opening up a membership, and so that membership is to help us to get the people who want all of the new stuff all of the time and who also want extra perks, which we're working on exactly what those are, but we've got a nice list of perks that I think you're really going to enjoy. I'm sort of making sure that those people get what they want, whereas and then everybody else is going to be able to access the site and buy everything that's on stock in hand and know that there's plenty of it. I mean, because ultimately when you have over 100 colors, I can't keep we're small enough that we can't keep a dozen of each color, right? It's just too much at our current business size, and so this allows us to keep more of the things that are fairly consistent, making it easier for those of you who feel a little bit overwhelmed with all of the choices and all of the colors. I know that we love colors and we love things, but I know I myself will go into a store and I'll say, okay, I want whatever, and oh my gosh, there's 20 colors of it on the shelf, and I don't know which color, sometimes it feels like the most important decision ever when you have too many choices. I don't know if any of you feel like that too, but I want to make it easier for those of you who are shopping for the first time But here is a list of curated colors that are very popular that people really love, and it's simpler to go through the site. And then as a member, you have access to more colors and more prints and more options. So hopefully you love that idea too. And members are also going to get other perks. So I'm really excited about that. We're not ready to launch that yet, but that is coming. So that's where we're going with this. This is Wild Soul Blaze. Lenny has come out with several Wild Soul patterns lately, and I just really love the depth of color in this one. And it's also got this really fun, like, sort of fade to it, which is, I don't know, I think it's just really beautiful. It's almost got like a sheen look to it because of that fade. Like, that's how it's, like, it's not a sheen per se, but it's got that almost that illusion from there. So really, really nice. It's beautiful bold pink. You can see this has different color rails, just like some of the other ones. And the reverse. So in this one, the reverse is fairly similar. I mean, there are reversed colors, but there's a lot more uniformity to that, as opposed to some of the other ones. This feels in hand thinner. It's not quite as plush as some of the other ones. It's got a little bit more of a thinner feel. I do like the feel of the texture in the leaves, in the feathers, excuse me, of this. I think that's really fun. So, okay. Anybody have any questions for me? I have more pretties to show you, but if you have questions, I'm always happy to answer. Facebook has totally changed this, by the way, so it's totally possible that some of you are talking to me and I just cannot see it, because I don't understand. I'm going to be, for those of you who are live with Kelly, you'll know that we had some technical difficulties. I'm probably going to go to the platform she uses because at least it doesn't change every time you open it up. Okay, so I'm just going to set this aside. Okay, I'm going to show you a few other things from another brand. So this is an Integra Solar. So this, so they don't label their colors on the package. I just had to go by what I bought. So this is Glacier Gray. Gray is another one that's kind of hard sometimes. I'll put that next to Meadowlark. So Meadowlark is very bright. Glacier Gray is less. This is what we call an apron style carrier. So what that means is when you put the waistband on for the Integra, the panel is going to fall down, and then you scoop baby up, and that makes the seat, as opposed to the Lenny's where we put on the waist belt for our soft tissue carrier and then place baby in the seat. This one, all of the fabric is down, and then we pull it all up, so there's no seat. It's just you apron it on, and it's flat, and then we bring it up. So, and I've got some examples on the, I believe I've got a video of us testing the Integra on that page. I definitely have it on the blog, and you can see that. But these are some of those colors. This is pastel blue next to Meadowlark, a bright yellow, ultraviolet. These are water carriers, but they're also like all season carriers. There's no reason you can't use it. And then other times, and if you're in a place that is humid for much of the year or hot for much of the year, this is mulberry. I love this mulberry color. This is so pretty. And then this is vanilla. So vanilla, Meadowlark, pastel blue. I'm going to add Glacier Gray to that so you can kind of see the difference. Glacier Gray, vanilla, and pastel blue. Kind of get those two. So this size that I'm showing you right here, this is a size 3, so this is meant for 33 pounds and up. So this is a great choice for an older child. We have sizes 2 and 3. I think we may be all sold out of the size 1. Size 2 starts at around 18 months-ish, I believe. It's a nice, generous size panel. This is a great option if you like to hike. This is a great option if you just like being outdoors, if you're in an area that's hot a lot. If you want to take a shower with your baby, which if you have a really clingy baby, like many of us do, is super helpful. So we have mesh water ring slings that are great for showers. You can also use the Integra though if the ring sling just doesn't feel like that's the right thing for you. You can use that, and you could use that literally every day. It's, you know, like it's awesome, and it's made for that. Dries really quickly. They're just really nice. Solar weave fabric, UV protection there too. It's a really great option. We're just ultimately not going to be continuing with Integra as a brand. So they're on a really good sale. You won't get a sale better than what we're running on them, that's for sure. And they're shipping from the US. Integra is based in the United Kingdom. So just keeping that in mind. Here's a beautiful print that is on sale in our clearance section. This is Paisley Glowing Droplets. I love the blend for this. So this is, I believe this is a bamboo blend. Let's see if my cheat sheet is on here. I believe this is a bamboo blend. It's got a similar cooling feel as to the linen. I don't think there's linen in this, but I could be wrong. I love the texture of the Paisley pattern. I love how it goes between sort of more bold and a little bit more subdued. And if we want to take a look, that's sort of the reverse for this one. So it's a little bit more subtle, but if you can see, this is the reverse side, and it's got more of that gold in between as opposed to the gold of the Paisley itself. This is really thin. When I touch this fabric, it almost feels like it's nothing. So if you run hot, you know, or your baby runs hot, I mean, this is a really nice, cooling, comfortable fabric, and you're really gonna love this. I really love this, and the colors are just wonderful. Again, this is like a greenish, so it's not gonna be it's hard to get greens as like their true color, but I think it's doing an okay job on the video here today. I'm just gonna set that aside. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, I don't even know, I didn't even count how many I'm pulling up here, but this is not everything. So I know that some of you are like, well, I looked through it. Are you sure you looked through it? Because there's a lot on there, and I really think there's stuff for every taste, and it's all a great price, so definitely check it out. Again, these are just more seasonal prints that we're not going to be carrying year round, and some of which are already completely sold out on Lenny, so we just kind of want to move them so we can get more of the wintry and seasonal stuff that we love. Okay, so here's an example of a pattern that is not does not have different or super different tails, if you rails, excuse me, so rails at the edges. So if you can kind of see how that's sort of very similar, you would be able to tell where you are likely from how the gradient moves through the fabric, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to see right away that front and back. However, the reverse for this is just amazing to me. This is Symphony Friends. I love that sort of patchwork, almost watercolor again look to that interior there. This is just really stunning, really vibrant. Again, I love the vibrant colors. This is also very soft, not quite as soft as some of the others, but still really soft. And I love the details in the gradient. If you can kind of see, it's just really beautiful. So this is Symphony Friends, and I don't know that this will be coming back. I mean, so anything that will be coming back, I mean, it wouldn't be for like a year plus. it's not coming back like, you know, in a month. Like these are done, and we would kind of reassess at some future point when it becomes more seasonally appropriate. So I love this one, and we definitely have that in several things. I'm pretty sure we have a hybrid, unless it's already sold. It may have earlier, and we've got some wraps in it, things like that. It's a really nice one. Okay, unicorn lace. We sold a lot of hybrids in this, in the unicorn lace. I know you guys really love this in that. And a lot of ambohimos. I believe we still have some ambohimos in the unicorn lace. We have a ton, like there are a ton of ambohimos in clearance. So this is a great chance to try an ambohimo if you have been thinking about one. I know a lot of you come up to me and you're like, I'm not sure if it's going to work for me. Generally, it's not my preferred carrier to send you to if it's your first carrier. I just find that it's harder to get a comfortable fit, and that it just doesn't work well as a first carrier for most. You know, everybody's different, but that's the sort of thing. But if you've been thinking about trying one, we have, like, there are a bunch of colors of ambohimos because that's one of our most popular styles. There are a bunch of colors in the clearance over there that I don't even have in anything else, just in ambohimo. So definitely check that out too. So what I like about the unicorn lace, this is another blend. This is a tencel blend. So tencel is said to be almost like a wool type quality to the fabric. So this has differences. So this is unicorn lace. We've got a lace sort of look to it, but when I touch it, it's not like super, like I'm afraid it's gonna pull or anything like that. I don't know if you can see that. It has sort of the illusion of being really thick and pullable, but it doesn't really feel that way. It's definitely flatter. It's got a nice thin feel to it. Again, this is just very spring. So that's kind of what there. I love the reverse for this. That white, sort of that dainty look with the white background. You can see sort of the lacy elements are on this rail, and this rail is more just the colors, so really nice differentiation. We definitely have this in wraps, ring sling, I believe in ambohimo, and maybe even something else too. So definitely a great one there to try. And that's a tencel cotton blend. So that's why it's got our luxury ribbon on it. Okay, so I've got two more here for my clearance bundle to show you. Jessie, material type 86% cotton, 14% viscous bamboo for glowing droplets. Thank you, Jessie. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. Okay, this is another bamboo blend. Again, just another like sort of seasonal color. Still love it. It's still wonderful. This will definitely not come back unless it's seasonal again, right? Because this is very seasonal. But this is a beautiful, beautiful color. It reminds me of cotton candy. It's called Candyland. Little Love Candyland. It's called Little Love because if you can see, when I move it up close, it's got this like adorable little heart pattern in it. How cute is that? We can see that this top rail is yellow and this bottom rail is blue, so nice and easy to tell. We've got the sort of wide stripe gradation throughout it. Really nice. It's got just enough texture from that Little Love pattern, which I really like. The reverse is pretty much the same as that, just because of the way this is woven with those hearts throughout it. So really nice texture. This is a really great learning one, as you can see, because of those differences. It's great for the heat with the bamboo, and the softness makes it great for a newborn. Just a really nice all-around ring sling there. So really love that one. Little Love Candyland. And one more in the bin I have to show you today. Oh, move that off this one. Oh. I'll find a place for it. Okay. Lotus Purple. I love the lotuses. Right now I just have too many lotus colors. And it's, again, we're not in summer anymore, so just ultimately we need to take a little bit of a break and have some fewer linen options as we go into winter. So this is one of the linens that we are discontinuing, just like Queen of the Night, Only Silence. This is a 100% linen. Right away, just like the other linen, I feel that cooling fabric. It's very smooth. You can sort of get see some of that texture in that weave. Really nice, but it's a very smooth feel. And I want to show you reverse on this. This one does not have different rails, okay? So, which is okay, but it's something to be aware of. Okay. And my goodness, my computer. Go away. Okay. Hello, hello. Lots of new people joining us on Instagram. So this is the reverse of the Lotus. I love that. Yeah, in this case, I feel like Instagram actually doesn't have the better color. Usually Instagram is the better color, but today I feel like Facebook does. You can tell me what you think. But this is a beautiful white Lotus, white background with the purple Lotus. I love Lotus purple. Again, this is thin. So this says, I think this says it's like 270 GSM. It really does feel very thin. It is 100% linen. It is cooling. It is moisture absorbing. So again, if you're somebody who likes to be active while wearing your baby, if you are somebody who sweats a lot or your baby gets hot really easily, this is just a great carrier option for any season. Again, this is just a more spring color and a more summery fabric, so away it goes into clearance. So that's all of our Lotus purple is in clearance right now. So we've got a lot going on. Whoop. Like I said, all of these are absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. And yeah, once these items are gone, they're gone. We are taking things down as they sell out. So we've already sold out of quite a few items. So definitely head over mama-roo.com and click clearance, and you will see all of our 30 plus discontinued prints and products. And yeah, keep an eye out. We are going to be launching our winter collection very soon. You are going to love it. We've got some beautiful things coming in. So help us clear out the clearance so we can get more of the beautiful things for the season that you love. And also, of course, remember, our items ship from the US. I am here in Pennsylvania. I can pan back. I'm in a different room, but in the other room through that door is all our product, over 100 colors, amazing variety, amazing choices, and we are just trying to make that a little bit easier for you to shop and to get through. So I'm really excited. We are approaching buying season, right? We are approaching gift giving season, so keep that in mind. Things are taking longer to ship. They're taking longer to ship to me. They're taking longer, in transit. Once they leave me, I'm getting things out as quickly as possible, usually even a little bit faster than our promise time sometimes. Things are going to start piling up as we get closer and closer to the holiday. I will be posting a holiday deadlines calendar also very soon. So this is a good question for those of you watching. If any of you celebrate like other holidays, so for me, when I think of gifting carriers, that seems like something that a lot of people would gift. A lot of people gifting to themselves or to people with new babies. But it seems like it might be a little bit more of a Christmas gift than other things. I'm not sure if it fits with other holidays, but I don't know a lot about other holidays. So if you feel like our brand might be something that's giftable for Hanukkah or for another holiday, let me know and I'll add those shipping deadlines to the calendar. There's no reason why I wouldn't. I just I just don't know if that's the kind of gift that people would give for those holidays. So let me know if that's something you'd like to see. I'm shipping deadlines for those other holidays, and I'll definitely include them as well. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and go shop in clearance. You will love everything that is there. It is all absolutely gorgeous, and I wish I could just keep them all for myself. Maybe if I had a little army of babies, but I don't. Okay, have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you.